We were involved at the very beginning when the UEP Public Art program was being developed. It was quite a new concept at the time. Council had just approved the concept of putting aside the 1% for public art. And the challenge was really what to do with that money.
When the policy came out in 2004, there were a couple of things. Is that our business had a large capital budget, so that I could see right away it was going to start to generate a large amount of money that would be dedicated to public art. And then coupled with that, I started to get calls from some community associations and saying, oh, we've got a project you should look at. And I just didn't feel that was the right way to spend public money, so I started to reach out to the recreation department where the public art program was. We need to put a plan in place so that we know how much money we can define how much money our projects are going to generate, and then we'd have a plan on what kind of art pieces we're going to get involved with. And the other part to it that I thought would be interesting is that we have such a large group of people that are involved in community outreach and public education. We're trying to set ourselves up. We care for the watershed, we care for our water resources, and I thought, well, what a great opportunity that we could leverage the public art program and get artists speaking to the same things that are of value to us.
You know, traditionally when we do engineering type projects, it's kind of in the background, get it done, get it out of the way, and be as discreet as possible, whereas approaching it in terms of integration of public art, it really puts a spotlight on it, and in a very positive way.
We are beginning to see the actual connection between the art and the projects that we're delivering and how it can be incorporated in there, especially if the artist is actually working on the project from the beginning in terms of being able to evolve and have their ideas incorporated into the design without affecting the actual functional design as well. It has to fit in with the design.
I think there is an important role to help people understand and process, because we obviously have to have a big societal discussion about events like the flood. How do we prepare for them? What do they mean? There's a whole host of social and economic questions that we need to answer together. And I've seen that art seems to be one of the best ways of actually helping people through some of the thinking so that they can get to that point where they can participate in that kind of a discussion.
As engineers or other technical people, we are very passionate about the work that we do, but it can be very technical. So to be able to communicate what we do and the importance of what we do, I think can sometimes be a challenge, because we think of graphs and numbers and computer models, but public don't necessarily connect with that.
Public engagement is a really long process before you can start to build something. If it's pond or it's near to a river, everybody can see it after it's constructed. If you're building a pipe, it's underground. There's one small disturbance, you excavate it, you're done, you're gone, nobody see what's going on. If you try to introduce something visual or visible, it's a completely different process of engagement, and try to tell people what you try to deliver. Everybody has different opinion, and you can never please everybody. And I believe public art is important. What makes the city exciting and what makes us, a good place to live. I strongly believe in it.
I think the public art is really exciting from the perspective that it's challenging the way that we think about our business and the way that we do our business. For me personally, it has helped me to think about the types of dialogues I want to have as we're planning our future and making sure that we've got a really diverse group of people setting the future for us. And so I'm trying to embed and think about what I've learned from observing the artists into the work that I do.
I think the key parts are just what it means to the mindset of people. And a lot of our staff is looking at our infrastructure in a very utilitarian way. And I think what it has taught us is to look into more dimensions, as well as what is a deeper message that can be conveyed through this, and actually some of the beauty that is associated with what we're doing.
The cities you go to around the world, you go because they have features you want to see, you want to be part of, you want to experience. I think in 10 years and in 50 years, the city will benefit from this kind of work.